how to print messages on the VF page based on your inputs. Now we are going for this. First of all, we have a predefined Apex class. So how do you print the messages? We have a predefined Apex class. What was this message? It is a predefined Apex class. It is defined under the namespace of Apex pages. Message is a class which is defined by the Salesforce under the namespace of Apex pages. So what I'm doing here, Apex pages dot message. Apex pages dot message, message one equal to new Apex pages dot message. Then here we are going to give severity. Severity gives you severity. Apex pages dot message. Severity. Warning. Severity. Info. Apex pages dot. We have created this format. Then we are giving Apex pages dot add message. We are adding this message to the Apex pages. Right. So what I'm doing in this case, first we are trying to create a message. When you're trying to create a message, we have a predefined Apex class called message. Here we have severity. Let me give you critical information. Constructor Apex pages dot param 1 param 2. Param 1. What is param 1? Severity. Types of severities are severity. Like we have error. Then second message, this will specify the message, right? So apex page dot message parameter 1, parameter 2. Parameter 1 is severity will be given. What type of severity is this? Error or information or warning or confirmation. Parameter 2, what is the message you want to display? Next, add message. This is a static method defined under the apex page. This will add a message to the visual force page from where we are calling this is how we are going to use. So how we are going to add it? We are going to say apex page dot message equal to new apex page dot message, apex page dot severity dot confirm, record created. Then what I'm doing, apex page dot add message. So first, using apex page dot message, we are going to create a message. Then we are going to add that message to the VF page by using apex page dot add message. Okay. Next we have apex page. If you want to print the message, generated in the VF page, generated in the apex class, then add this component on the page. So what are the things we had here? First one, apex page dot message. We are creating a messages. Then we are adding those messages to page. Which page? The current page from where you are calling this class. Then go to the VF page. Define the class here. Apex page message. So what I'm giving? Apex page message. Have a preview. This is how we are getting the message. Error message, warning, info, success. Now, just to demonstrate, I created all type of messages and displayed here. But what was our requirement? We need to build a use case. As per the functionality, the corresponding message should be printed. If the functionality is working well, I have to go for success message. If it is not doing well, I have to throw error message. This is how I am going to generate. How are you going to generate? Once again, look at this. Apex page dot message. Apex page dot message, severity and the message. I hope you are good with this. Okay. Now let us do one quick use case. Everyone is good with this, Amma? People are good with this. First, create the message. Second, add the message to the pages like apex pages dot add message. Then in the VF, if you want to print, I have to give apex page message. Now the same requirement. Look at this. I have a requirement like this. No. Here I'm going to give the options like none, BTech, MTech. I would give the options like none, BTech, MTech. Now my requirement is, if your qualification is BTech, phone number is must. If you selected the BTech qualification as BTech, and when you click on the submit button, if the phone number is blank, it will throw error message that phone number should be entered. It has to throw error message called phone number should be entered. If qualification is BTech, phone number is entered, I have to print success message. Are you getting my point? When I create the form, if the qualification what you selected is BTech and phone number is blank, throw error message. If qualification is BTech, phone number is blank, throw error message. Now, if qualification is BTech, phone number is not blank, throw success message. Right? I hope you got my requirement. Create the program for this now. First start with the Apex class. So I'm giving here public string name, then string, then what is your requirement? When you click on submit, public void submit. When you click on the submit, what I ask you to do? If qualification equal to BTech and phone number equal to blank. If qualification is BTech and phone number equal to blank, then I told you to generate a message. Apex pages dot message. Apex pages dot severity. Phone number is Apex page dot else message. Right. Now I have given this. When you click on submit, it is going to verify whether qualification, when the qualification is BTech, phone number is blank, throw error message, otherwise give confirm message. At the same time, I also give one method called void cancel. In the cancel method, I was giving name equal to null, qualification equal to none, so I gave this. Any query on this code as of now? Look at the code, don't copy Emma. Either understand or listen. Any difficulty in this code? Everyone is able to follow this. What was our requirement? We verified if qualification is BTech and phone number is blank. If qualification is BTech and phone number is blank, then we are throwing error message. If qualification is BTech and phone number is blank, then we are throwing error message. Otherwise, we are giving a confirmation message. Now we are supposed to create VF page. We are trying to create this. Value equal to input text. Then I'm going to take next one. Then select list size equal to 1, value equal to qualification. Then I was supposed to give options. This is how I create. So go with this. Have a preview. This is how the block we got. So what are the other things that are left out here? Buttons, apex, page block, action equal to submit, Render equal to form. Similarly, so go to the preview. This is the part we are getting here. So I'm giving here, save it. Then what is the condition here? There is a bug here actually. What was the bug? ID equal to FM. I used a re-render, but there is no element which has an ID called FM. So none of them are refreshed. This is how we got it. This is how we're getting cancel. This is right, boss. Now look at this code. Anything new that you have found in this case? What did I write? Page block buttons, page block section, page block section item. Page block button, page block section item. Output label, input text. If you want to create a pick list, select list, select option. Right? So if you don't practice these concepts earlier, now you don't follow this example. People who already practice this, they know how to build this example. Now people who are not followed, again from the beginning this is a new for you. People who follow already practice the program, you get only this concept as a new concept. What we learned today is only page messages. People who never practiced this concept and came to the class, now it is again starting with 0. Now what is the class? Apex page. That's all. So every example is an extension of previous classes. Please do practice this examples, boss. Right. I hope you are clear with this example. Followed everyone? Everyone is clear with this example? So what we are trying to create? Trying to create page messages. Now the type of message, maybe a success, error, warning, and other type of information. Now let us go to the next one. What is the next example we have? If you want to navigate from one page to another page, how will you navigate? If I want to navigate from one page to another page, when I click on the button, it has to take me to another page. So navigating from one page to another page. Navigating from one page to another page is the question mark here. So how do you navigate? So to understand this, we need to know one of the predefined Apex class, which is called page reference. One of the predefined Apex class we need to refer, which is called page reference. If you want to navigate from one page to another page, we have to use a predefined Apex class called page reference. So let us look into this example. Now look at this. Public page reference call account. When I say call account, we are navigating to account. How do you navigate? Page reference P equal to new page reference. Now if I want to go to the account page, how do you go? Look at this. Account. When I click on this, if you want to navigate to account, if I give salesforce.com/001, it is coming to what? Account page. 003, if I give, it is coming to what? Account. Now what was that? Salesforce.com/. Instead of giving salesforce.com, if I give slash also, it is salesforce.com/. Now I am giving here. What is the URL? /001. Now I am giving here public page reference call contact. Page reference P equal to Now what was that? If we give URL of the page URL of the page to which you want to go, URL of the page to which you want to navigate, if I give page reference p equal to new page reference URL of the page, if I give, I will be able to navigate to that page. Now look at this example here. First let me give an example here. When I click on account, it is calling call account. I have a preview. So what we have done? Account. When I click on this account, it is taking me to account page. Navigate to the page. Contact, navigate to contact page. So I hope you are good with this. Click on account, call account. Click on contact, call contact. When I click on account, it is navigating to account page. When I click on contact, it is navigating. So what was this? Page reference p equal to new page reference URL. If I give the URL of a VF page, it will go to that VF page. Now if I am giving a URL of a VF page, order of now I give slash apex slash topics here. VF page. This is how we have navigated to the VF page. I hope you are good with this. Clear for everyone? Clear?
Sir, only we can migrate to view page only, sir, or we can
Now
migrate to any web pages also.
I gave URL. Whichever the URL we are giving, that page will come. This is not a VF page. This is one of the standard page I give. If we give Google page, it will go to Google. It's a URL of the page. Whichever the page URL you are giving to that page, it is going to navigate. Whichever the URL you are going to give to that page, it is going to navigate. Right. I hope I'm good with this. Clear?
Satish, I've got one doubt.
Yes.
Now, if you go back to the controller, okay, in this you have given the same variable p 3 times. So, I mean, is that something?
Now the point is, when I define a variable within the scope, that is local. This is the variable defined in this method. It will not be used by this. This is the variable defined in this. So any variable defined within the scope is used only within the scope. Outside people doesn't know that. Okay, boss.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
So page reference. What is the page reference? Page reference is a standard Apex class. This is defined by the Salesforce. This is defined by the Salesforce to navigate to syntax. URL of the page. This is how we are giving. I hope you are good with this, right? So let us build one use case here. I hope people have followed this. One last example also I'll give you here. Public page reference. If I give return null, I am giving return null. Call back. It is coming back to what? Same page. When I say return null, the page from where you called, it will come back to the same page. The page from where you called the button, the page from where you click the button, it will go back to the same page. Return null, come back to the same page. I hope you are good, right? Okay. Now listen to the requirement carefully. Listen to the requirement. I am going to create a simple page block with one simple pick list field. I am going to choose one pick list field here. This pick list will have couple of objects. If I choose none, come back to same page. Navigate to account home. How do you navigate to account home page? /001/ we choose contact. Now create this program. Now depends upon the option what you selected, it has to go. If you select the none option, same page. If I select the account, it has to navigate to account. Contact, it has to go to the contact. Now create the use case.
Hi, Satish.
Yeah.
Actually, in that button action, we can pass the URL directly, correct? It will
Yes,
work.
we can pass it.
Why we are passing that URL in Apex class? What
See,
is the
in the
purpose?
pick list, if you're passing it, if you're giving the value as a URL, how do you navigate? Page reference is used for navigation, but how do you navigate?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
Satish, can I? Okay, thank you. Can we see this one object once?
This
Not this one. It's form method example. Yes, thank you.
public page reference. Then I'm checking if selected equal to the value of selected equal to none. I'll make it here. If equal to none, then if selected equal to account, then 0 yes. Now what was that? If the option what we have selected is none, return null. Return null means come back to same page. If the selected option equal to account, then go to the 001. No 003. Return P. Either this or this will be coming. Then go to the VF page. selected list, select option, item value equal to. So we need to give item label, account, item value, this is how we got. Then we are giving this is what I have created. What was the bug here? This expression format I gave wrong. So have a preview. So we got the options here. None. Come back to the same page. Account. Navigate to the corresponding account page. Right. Look at the code. Have any queries on this? Let me know. If you have any queries on this, let me know. Am I good with this example? Now, what is the value of selected? In the pick list, out of these three options, whichever the option you selected, that value will be stored to. Out of these three, whichever you have selected, that option will be saved to this. The option will be selected to this. I hope you are good. Am I clear? Am I clear with this? Am I clear? Okay.
We generally create command button with the method name. We did not create go there.
Boss, label is different, action is different. You can have your own label name, you can have your own action name. It's not necessary that both should be same. This is what is displayed on the button. This is the name of the action which you are calling. There is no connection between the label names there. You can give whatever you want, you can give whatever you want. Okay. I hope you are good. Right, Amma? People have followed this example. Any query on this? Any query on this? Clear for everyone? Right? Followed? Chalo. Let us go to the next example. If you remember, we have done a tab panel examples. If you remember, we have done tab panel examples. We have done the tab panel examples. Let us discuss the tab panel example with Apex program now. We already done a tab panel. Now let us come back to the tab panel with Apex programming. Everyone is comfortable on these two topics, messages and page reference. Clear for everyone? Respond, boss. Very horrible people. Right? Fine. Now look at the format. We are trying to design the tab panel. First, I'll try to create a UI. Then we'll discuss what it is. As you already know how to create a tab panel, let me start with the UI first. Then I'm giving here Apex form. Tab panel. tab label. Page block section item. I'm taking one more tab. Communication. I was supposed to create a pick list, but I'm giving as just the boxes I'm giving. Output label. First, let us see the UI part. There's a bug here.
line number
26. Have a preview. This is what I gave. I will organize them as columns equal to 1. Then I give mode equal to main detail. This is what we got. This is what we are getting here. This is the structure we receive. Now, what is my intention? I am going to create a button here. When I click on the next button, automatically it has to go to next tab. Right now, what we are doing, we are clicking this manually. I don't want to click on this. When I click on the button, automatically that has to go to next tab. Previously, we are giving this data, clicking on the tab, it is going to the next. I don't want to click on the tab, automatically it has to navigate to the next tab. So what I was doing, here in the tab panel, we have selected here in the tab we are giving Now, whatever the tab is selected here, what I am doing here, when I click on this, we need to go to the Apex class. Public. Selected code. What is CON? I have public word. This is what I give. Here I am giving page blog buttons. Next button. So what is the button name I give? Unknown property is selected. I have to give a variable here. Re-render I give. Okay. This value is not getting selected here. Initially, what is the value of selected? Let me give you this. It's not working out here. I'll try with other option. Let me cross check. We are missing some information here. Let me cross check here. There's a bug actually. Okay. Let me give you this. Yeah. I gave, instead of value, I gave selected tab. So it was missing actually. So go back here. I can also give name now. I give ID. I'll make it as name. Right, boss? Next edition. Now you want to make it a switch type. So go back to this, and now I'm going to give here. I give reverse to check it out. Right? Fine, boss. Now what we are doing? We are navigating between the tabs. We are navigating between the tabs here. Whatever the tabs I gave, we are navigating between the tabs. Then when you click on the next button, the value of this value is going to be altered. Now value specifies which element should be selected. So the value equal to name of the tab. Value equal to name of the tab which you want to select. So the moment you click on the previous button, I am changing the value of selected. Are you clear about this? So initially I'll remove this. So the first one will be the default value. Go back to this. When I click on next, click on finish, navigate to the first point. So I'll make here as server also, Ajax to server. Now I can give re-render. Go back here. Next. Right? I hope you are good with this. Now we created a tab programmatically based on the buttons we are changing. Now what will happen here? I'll create a registration form. First tab, basic information. Second tab, vehicle information. Third tab, your communication address. Fourth tab, so and so. When you click on finish with this data, application will be created for insurance. Are you getting my point here? Now to get a proper look and feel, we need to get a CSS. We can organize this in the better way by applying CSS. So previously what we have done, we manually clicked on the tab. Now we don't want to manually click on the tab. We'll have a buttons called previous next. when you click on these buttons, the value of selected should change. Based on that, the tab will be enabled. I hope you are good with this. Clear? Clear for everyone? Right, boss? So, what is the mistake I have made? First time it failed. What is the mistake I made here? Now, instead of giving value, I gave selected tab. I was indicating which tab was selected. That is how the output was. In the first case, the output failed. Then I rectified it by giving value equal to selected. What is it selected? Name of the tab which need to be enabled. I hope you are good. Fine. Okay. So that's all from my end for the day. We'll continue in the next session.